Welcome back to the lab. Today, we're digging deeper into mobile guardrails, what they are, how they work, and why they make your AI feel different on your phone compared to desktop. So first, what are guardrails? Guardrails are basically filters and safety nets. They're invisible rules coded into the AI to decide what kind of responses you can and can't get. Think of them like the rails on a roller coaster. You don't always notice them, but they control where the ride goes. On mobile, those rails are tighter. Why? Because mobile is considered the general audience platform. People use it on the go, in schools, in public, and even around kids. Companies know this, so they lock down the conversations more. It's risk management. Here's how it plays out. Let's say you ask a creative or controversial question. On desktop, you might get a thoughtful, multi-paragraph answer. On mobile, you might get a vague two-sentence reply, or even a redirect like, "I can't help with that." That's not the AI running out of knowledge. That's the guardrails cutting in. And guardrails don't just affect content, they affect tone. Mobile responses often feel shorter, safer, and more generic, while desktop tends to give more depth. That's why many serious users prefer desktop for real work. The rails are still there, but there's more room to move. Now let's zoom in on how they actually work. Guardrails are usually a combination of three things: filters, automatic triggers that block sensitive words, topics, or phrases; policies, built-in instructions that steer the AI away from certain directions; training data biases. The model itself was tuned to avoid some responses. Put those together, and you get the safety bubble effect. On mobile, the bubble is smaller. On desktop, it's wider. So are guardrails good or bad? Both. They're good because they prevent misuse, reduce liability, and keep everyday users safe. But they can be frustrating when you're trying to go deep, think critically, or have an unfiltered conversation. That's why it's important to know they exist. Once you understand the rails, you know how to navigate around them. Here's your Power Hour challenge. Take a single meaningful question, something that matters to you, and ask it on both mobile and desktop. Compare the responses. Pay attention to the length, the tone, and the risk level. Mobile will usually play it safer. Desktop often gives more depth. That experiment will show you exactly what the guardrails feel like in practice. And here's the takeaway. When you're on mobile, expect quick, safe, surface-level conversations. When you're on desktop, expect more space to explore. Knowing which one to use at the right time will save you frustration and make your AI experience smoother. All right, that's today's lab. Mobile guardrails. What they are, how they work, and why your AI feels so different depending on where you use it.